Hello everybody, my name is Pravus and welcome back to more Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich, playing as the Russian Empire, fighting against the entirety of the German sphere of influence, which is basically to say now Germany plus all of Eastern Europe minus Poland, Romania, and Serbia. Fun! We did get a big encirclement right along here. That's a lot of units that we should be able to clear out if at all possible. I am hoping you guys can assist along here as well. If we can pin these guys down and crush them, that would be the ideal situation. I would love to get Grodno somehow. We'll see if that ends up being possible, but if I can keep these guys split and prevent them from rejoining, that should not be nearly enough supply for these guys to survive. So I think we'll be alright. These guys are struggling. That is to say, we are not very well entrenched, and we're getting shot at pretty bad, but with that extra armor, if they can't pierce it very effectively, well then, turns out that's going to be a little difficult for you, ain't it? Reserves are coming in, focusing fire. Still low supply, minus 30% defense. They're not pulling off of this airport and to retreat to Grodno for some reason. I'll be honest, I can't say that I really understand their reasoning. They probably should be. Logistically, now I'm a little bit concerned about what we're losing. I'm seeing a lot of heavy tanks getting lost. That means we're taking some less than ideal fights, and we need to be very cautious. Let's see if we can continue bashing our head against this and just prevent them from going anywhere. I want to take something else so I can attack Grodno from one more direction. That's what I want to see. But we're not making a lot of progress on this. The organization is not burning down anywhere near as fast as I think I expected it to. It's because my breakthrough is just atrocious in this case. Because we're trying to cross a river, and anytime you try to cross a river, it just sucks. They're trying to rejoin, but it's not going to work because I have defensive infantry now, and we've got it. Okay. So, with Grodno going down, there we go. Now they really have no supply. Now they really have nothing to work with. They're all screwed. Okay. So that solidifies that line. They're sending more down here to the south. Annoying. We could go to Romania and demand Bessarabia. Why not? Romania does not own Bessarabia? What? Odessa. You have Bessarabia. What's the issue? One of the following must be true. It has to be owned. Odessa and Podolia has to be owned by the Russian Empire or our subject. I think I do. Odessa. Podolia. I own both of them. Am I crazy? Because it looks to me like I own both of the states that are in question here. Unless it's a weird thing where I occupy it, but I don't own it because the war against the Germans isn't over. Ah, that might be. That might be the issue. Okay. How are we doing as far as, like, war support? Pretty good. We can integrate Tuva. Let's go ahead and do that. So that'll turn those into cores. You guys can now all just begin your push and slaughter so we can free up some troops to go elsewhere. You've done a very good job. I'm proud of all of you. Let's take a look at this. Your out of supply is leading to a 33% loss. Not as much as I expected. Is there a cap at 33? I thought the cap was 50. I guess I'm wrong on that. Regardless, though, they're not going to regenerate their organization. There's, like, no recovery rate to speak of at this point. Okay. Why did you pull back here? They left an opening. What? They've left these forts. What? Why would the AI abandon that entirely? I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. I know they're worried about the southern push here. I get that, but, like, you're now leaving yourself open right here, too. That doesn't make any sense. All right. Let's see. What else we want to do? Well, I'm not going to go to total mobilization, because that actually reduces my recruitable population by a lot. I don't want to change free trade right now. It's still doing fine for me, though pretty soon I'm going to want to switch back to an export focus. I don't want to go to service by requirement because it reduces my production of equipment, and right now I need more equipment than I need manpower. We could go for something like artillery for extra soft attack and breakthrough value. Or we could go for infantry equipment. Well, infantry equipment for defense isn't bad. Like, this isn't bad. But I kind of like the idea of going for just raw soft attack and breakthrough value for my Marines. And I don't want to make production costs less. I'm going to go for this. That's going to be a pretty nice stat upgrade for some of my units. We are pushing in here. Fall of New York. Whoa! Whoa! Okay, so the American Union State did a naval invasion or something, because they just popped over here and took New York. However, it sure looks like the United States is pushing the American Union State down over here. Okay. There we go. Alright, that cleans all that nonsense up. By the way, I did realize my mistake over to what was happening here in Finland and how we're not under attack. It's because I haven't called Finland in. So the only place the Norwegians can attack me is right here, which is where I happen to be defending just fine. So, yeah, and honestly, I'm fine with not calling Finland in. I really don't have a feeling that we need them right now. I think we are A-okay without. Can we possibly crush this? Because if so, this is a lot of troops that we also could encircle, and I want to keep these guys pinned for a bit. So let's see what we can do here. Can we get you guys up over here and see if we can crush this army right here? Because this would be big. That's another massive encirclement if I can finish taking them down. First things first, let's just double check something. Yeah, they're sending mostly only in the Space Marines as attackers right now. Okay, making sure that the defensive infantry aren't technically fighting this. So we're doing okay. You can see we are making progress. Let's take half of you and pin you down so that they can't go anywhere. I don't want reinforcements coming over here. Also, they have low organization because they're trying to rapidly redeploy, and we can slow that down by a lot. These guys are getting pushed back, but now they're getting some reinforcements in. Hold up. Pin down. Pin down. Okay, we're still moving in here, so that's no reinforcements to join. No from here. These guys are not retreating because they're not losing, which is fine. National Armored School. Oh, good. We're going to have some extra breakthrough and so on for my armor. I like that. Let's go for the division recovery rate next. I think that could end up being very powerful for me. How are you still trickling in some reinforcements right now? That's what I want to know. None of you... Oh, these guys who are losing this fight are retreating in this direction. Awkward, but that's fine, because they're still not going to have much in the way of organization. Let's have you attack from this direction as well, so we can just kind of double up on that. There we go. We win that fight. Okay. Let's actually just go ahead and continue and try pushing this direction as well. Okay, so we got a noose around this. A whole bunch of units have been overrun. They can't go anywhere anymore. Okay, so these guys are now all going to die. That is another, like, 26 units or so that are dead. We don't need to be attacking over here anymore, but I'm going to keep going and attacking and just holding them down until I can grab these victory points, because, hey, why not? If we can get Lithuania to capitulate, that also puts these guys in a weird position, and I can just try running forward somewhere. See if there's an opening that presents itself, you know what I mean? Okay, so we got that, which means you guys can now stop attacking. They're going to continue trying to push, but we can go ahead and attack from here. The clergy criticizes and reduces my stability again because the clergy does things like that. These guys have overreacted and pulled all their troops back over here. You're going to keep doing this. He has very low organization. Thank you, Belgium. Yeah, we're just doing fine, honestly. We're doing completely A-okay. I think once we get to this position where it's a good narrow straight, we're going to go ahead and probably take this river around Bromberg and Danzig. Then we're going to fort up, leave behind a token force that can't be penetrated, and we'll send some forces to go do other things and secure major goals like Azerbaijan because I really need the source of oil. We'll also send some troops up here towards Scandinavia. We'll take out Finland and Norway and see if we can't... sorry, not Finland. Sweden and Norway, and see if we can't feed some goodness to my vassal in Finland. Ah! Poland joins the Reichspakt. Now, that admittedly complicates everything. Gonna pull back the defensive infantry, and we're gonna have to rapid redeploy you guys elsewhere against Poland right now. Let's do that now. You guys all strategic redeploy right over here. As fast as you can. Because Poland's about to be called in, and I'm gonna have an undefended front. That complicates everything. Because Poland is not a good defensive location. There it is. Okay. I was sort of afraid something like that was gonna happen. And lo and behold, it did. Can you guys get up here toward, like, Krakow? I mean, they got very low organization right now, and we got tanks. Light tanks, but tanks. No, stop him. Don't let him do that. Stand your ground. Don't let him push you around like that. That's just rude. Hungary doesn't have a whole lot left. Can we push into some mountains? Maybe. I'd love to just get into Krakow, make these guys just capitulate, just so it's over real quick. Yeah, that's a lot. Okay, yeah. This complicates everything. I still think I want to push over here toward Memel real quick, and we can just go ahead and get these guys fully surrounded. They have supply, so it's not like it's going to be the end of them, but It does at least prevent them from joining forces. The rest of you, we need to try to do something like this. I don't like this. You're going to have to stop. Poland. Why did you have to complicate a really good strategy? This is a good situation. We had a good thing going here, and you had to make it weird. Alright, these are defensive infantry. I'm going to send them over here with the intention of just keeping these guys in check so I can easily move my forces elsewhere. Let's just change you to a light blue. And we need to give you a defensive general, preferably. You'll do fine. Yeah, just want to keep these guys under control for a minute. We can't easily push them out, but I'm hoping I can force them to retreat or something. We still aren't doing much of anything with my improved submarines. We also have nowhere near enough steel anymore, and tungsten. We'll fix that right quick, thank you. As far as what else to build... light ships. That's all I got at the moment. We're only building one more of these. It's not a high priority, but we've got it. Can you guys now all basically try to begin a push down this way? Because what I really need to do right now is surround all of this. I so badly wish my medium tanks were ready to go. So badly, because this would be the perfect opportunity to encircle basically the entire Eastern Front. You guys made a mistake. Let's turn around. And let's see if we can get these guys taken care of real quick, because I don't want to lose these guys for no reason. A lot more units suddenly popping over to the Eastern Front. My defenses still have not yet arrived. Basically, I need you guys to successfully push here. Austria, Austria, Austria. They added so much onto this war. Okay, they took this airport. I don't think we're going to be able to do much to force it back. I'm kind of tempted to say we need to send our medium tanks green. I think the answer to that is yes, we do. Alright, medium tanks. Here we go. They're green. They're mean. They're not the best. But it's what I got. You guys go to these field marshals. We're going to set up a new field marshal, preferably one who is defensive. You're not great. You're terrible, actually. But alright. That's all I got. You're going to go under attack. You're going to go... No, wait, sorry. You're going to go under defense. You're going to go under attack. Do we have another panzer leader? Cavalry? No. Not the best. Out of supply? I can give you combined arms, but I can't give you panzer. This isn't useful. Skirmisher, paratroopers, camouflage, no. So what I want then is I think this guy, who I'm pretty sure was a panzer leader. Yep. We're going to swap you over here. That means you need a different leader for a moment. I guess I'll take you. Not that you're the best, but whatever. You are going to set up right here, with the goal of being able to push basically directly down here. Green or not, that means they're only fighting at minus 25%. But minus 25% of 400 is still significantly more breakthrough than I can support anywhere else. So I'm going to have to make that work. What else do we need? Well, we're still reinforcing medium tanks. We didn't even finish that technically, but that's alright. I got a lot of artillery. I can afford to probably train up a few more defensive infantry, since now I have a larger front to worry about. Let's go ahead and do that. And let's train up some more Space Marines. Not many, though. Because I don't have... Oh, I'm out of heavy tanks. Never mind. Yeah, no. I am almost out of heavy tanks. That is a big fat nope. Okay. We need to produce more. I'm not reinforcing my armies fast enough, is what I'm hearing. Hold up. Attack here. You let these guys rejoin in Memel. That's not okay. That's a problem. We've got to... Okay, we have to commit everything to burning this out quick. I do not want to lose Space Marines. It's too expensive. Too expensive a loss. The German tanks are, interestingly enough, what's going to cause a problem. There we go. All right, now hold it. Hold. Hold. We need some defensive positions over here. You get over here. They're trying desperately to push out of this. Can you guys possibly do anything here? No. Pause, please. Game. There we go. Okay, hang on. These guys have pretty low organization. I'm looking for an opportunity to push against this. We might have one. I know I'm pinned. But can you guys possibly make something work right along here? The answer is pretty self-evidently no. We can burn down some organization, but that's about it. I still need to get more reinforcements over here toward Memel. Alright, fair enough. Red, where are you? There you are. So this is going to be very risky with red. Because I'm looking at making a really deep plunge, basically. These guys are in a bad spot. I don't like this. We were able to get the airport, but we lost some ground right here. It's not really a big deal, per se. How are we doing on the Polish front? Okay. So, not great. Yeah, oh god, Poland, you complicated everything for me. What else we got? Well, with the research speed done, that's pretty helpful. An upgrade to light tanks would be nice. Probably not helpful right now. We haven't been putting in any anti-air in my units, and I probably should soon. I do need to extract some more resources, because I'm trading for quite a bit, but I wouldn't say that's the best thing to work on. Yeah, this suddenly became a very disorganized and difficult front. Well, let's see what the tanks can do. Alright, the tanks are arriving right now. We need to have our Panzer expert, of course. Why can't you grab this? There we go. Right along here. In fact, specifically here. Because I don't feel like crossing a river. I see German tanks. How much anti-air do I have? 1.4k. Space Marines? We have enough in storage to do that. That would get me a little bit more piercing value, but most importantly, we'll get some air attack to offset what the close air support does from not having the air superiority advantage. Still sending more troops over here to defend for some reason. Purple. I'm spreading you too thin, I think. Let's do something like this. And like this. Just spread you out for a minute in the right direction. Come on, tanks. Also, how long until you arrive, dang it? 7 days. Alright, in 1 week. We are surprisingly able to make a push here. Okay. That's fine if I can push these guys back a little bit. That's helpful. Force them into a small spot with only a little bit of resources to spread between all of them. Seems to be working just fine. Would love to clear that out. Where are the rest of my tanks? Why are you guys so much slower than the rest? I don't understand why some of them strategically deploy and some don't, but whatever. Get down here fast, please. We're running lower on fuel, of course. There you go. We successfully pushed that back a little bit. I'm not going anywhere until I can fight with full strength. I want all of my tanks ready to go. And by full strength, I mean we're going to fight even though we haven't got all of our medium tanks. But it's something. We're actually close to having all my medium tanks. We're using up a lot of equipment, including infantry. We're going to need more factories dedicated to that, I can tell you right now. Alright, let's give you guys a second to get your organization back. Of course, that means we have to first fight these guys back, which is irritating. Well, if we can successfully defend against this, they'll start building their organization back up. Can you guys now start counterattacking along here? And see if we can restrict them down to only one port. Looks like the answer to that is probably yes. So eventually we can burn through this. With only one port to supply all of this, they'll start dying. And you know what? For the heck of it, let's go ahead and have you all attack as well. Keep them pinned so they don't try to flee across the water. Because that's what I would do if I were them. I'd try to back the heck up. Let's go ahead and counterattack here and try to prevent these German tanks from going much further. Because I think that's what he's doing, is using his tanks to try and counter mine. And if we can burn down this organization, we can penalize him for that attempt. I'm not comfortable with this. I'm going to have you retreat. We're defended right here. We're not going to get encircled and crushed, but I'm not comfortable with that position. Not comfortable at all. This whole thing has suddenly turned into a load of crap, and it's all because Poland messed up my positioning. I still kind of want to keep you here, because it'd be easier to get a noose kind of brought together with red if we can just do this. Okay, now these guys are losing some support. These guys are having to retreat, so we're moving forward with a few more Marines. Military police is going to make it a little easier to control all the land we're currently occupying. I'm going to go ahead and get the reconnaissance, just in case. Tactics, some people say, are worthless in this game. They may very well be. Doesn't stop me from trying, though. Doesn't stop me from trying at all. Would you guys please just stop? Can we counterattack at all? Who are you? Lithuania. Your troops are still sitting over here. You're annoying me. Okay, well, we're across. Now it's time to use some tanks. We should have monumental breakthrough. Breakthrough that gets through all of this. Yep. That makes a difference. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. You know what, red tanks? I was going to have you go that way, but real quick, let's just go over here. Because we can. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look how sickening that is. Okay, I mean, I know it's only one cavalry. My point is, compared to everything else, all of a sudden, we find ourselves able to just completely crush. Let's push over here. I'm just trying to get these guys cleared out real quick. All of you join forces and attack here. Can we get somebody to push through this way? Maybe. I think he might realize what's about to happen, and he's trying to pull back some troops. I think. He's losing a lot of his organization as he fights. It's not going very far. Now, we push for something like this. I don't care about holding this, really. We are on top of our medium tanks. Everyone can be fully reinforced now. Okay, so the only thing that I'm in danger of losing right now is going to be my infantry equipment itself. These guys are getting overrun. That's going to free up a lot more troops. Tanks are on the way. We have enough breakthrough to overcome their defense, so we are doing full damage, which means we can do a lot of organization damage to them. Let's attack from multiple directions. Even if he's not actually doing anything, it still gets me a slight bonus. And by slight, apparently I mean very slight, because it's not enough to make a huge difference. There we go. Now, the big problem is, as we continue to make this push, the risk is that they are going to flood in behind me and somehow encircle me. So do we just finish the collaboration? We did? 50%? Holy frick! Well, that's amazing. So once we get the German Empire to capitulate, I have 50% compliance. That's going to be all their resources, well, a lot of their resources, reduced garrisons, and everything. Wow! Okay, well, that's fun. At that point, I think I just go ahead and grab the collaboration government going with the Turks. Safecracker, no. Let's go ahead and use you, and, I don't know, you. She needs some time to recuperate. Let's go ahead and try to build up a collaboration government with Turkey. If we can get 50% with them again, I mean, we can just take them out. It'd be amazing. Holy crud. You guys stop attacking. Back off. Okay, we're losing some ground over here. It doesn't matter, though. Tanks. Pay attention, all of you. Blue. Let's try to just set up right here, basically. Hold this ground that we just took. Tanks are able to quickly move in. Shatter. Shatter. Low organization means they're all getting crushed. This is going to be the moment of truth right here. If we can get this, that's a huge noose. Of course, he is sending in a lot of reinforcements. Can we pin you down using these guys just temporarily so I have enough of an opportunity to actually get through it? Completely overcoming all of their defenses. One of these guys is already leveled up from green, so he's doing his full damage. This isn't even his final form. Yeah, he's sending a lot of reinforcements over here, which is proving irritating. I'm surprised we're not doing as much damage as we should be, though. It's partly because of the anti-air, I think. We can try to contest this and just intercept the planes in this area. If we can just intercept some of these planes to produce his air superiority advantage, that'd be great. Now, that seems to have made a slight difference. Okay. Let's send some more people over here to continue trying to push and hold these guys back so that they can't reinforce. There's an upgrade for our fighters. I have a lot of air experience, so I will be happy to upgrade that. Let's go to the fighters, set these guys up. I'm going to go for a lot of engine, because that's the best. And also some range. And a little reliability, maybe. Just a little bit. But that agility is huge. Range is probably the second most important thing after that. But yeah, upgrades for fighters is great. As his forces are falling apart, that means we are going to be focus firing the remainders, which means the more fall, the faster this goes. Got it. And now, you guys all attack here and flank him. Okay, so he's trying to hit me here, but he's not going to be able to do much, I'm hoping. We don't have the best defense with medium tanks. The important thing is, right here, being able to pin them down. You. Use it. Pin him down. Use my defensive forces. Don't let him go anywhere. He's starting to fall apart. He's only got 3 and no reserves. It says that. That's a lie. He's got more sitting here, I'm pretty sure. I see them. Unless they're all retreating that much right now. Hang on. You guys, some of you, stay behind. We're about to win this. Nope. Stay behind. Until reinforcements get in. Got it? Okay. Just like that, we have encircled a rather huge army. That's massive. If we can, hold this long enough to clean all of this up. Then we will be able to basically transform the entire situation on the Eastern Front. Or, sorry, my Western Front, their Eastern Front. I think Eastern European. But, yes, that's a huge number of troops that we basically just dealt with, right there. We're going to go ahead and take advantage of this now and start pushing back on a few of them. If we can get in here and take that, that'd be huge. I want to prevent a lot of these guys from reinforcing to their front lines. That's one of the reasons I have to do this. So we'll try for this next. I think they'll be taking a lot of attrition. Tanks, I need you to stay put. Let's pull back your front line like so. Okay, I want them to hold this ground at least until some more defenses come into place. My gosh. All right, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is why medium tanks, even with a 25% malice, are amazing, and we love them. Absolutely adore them. I need more fuel if we're going to sustain these tanks. And let's go ahead and go to, let's say, the United States and see if we can trade for a few more. We need a lot of oil if I'm going to get enough fuel to keep this going. Also, we are out of steel. Good lord. Yeah, I'm not extracting enough. It's pretty soon we're going to need to move toward an export-focused economy, but this is huge. All right, all right. Good place for us to end this video, I think. And then once this is cleared out, we can decide where to go from there. We could go and take out Hungary and Illyria and just start clearing out the rest of the Balkans. We can push into Germany. We can do whatever the heck we need to do. It doesn't matter. The important thing to know, though, is we don't have an obvious defensive location anymore. So while I'll happily take out Poland, I don't know if I want to leave this, because it's the only defensive terrain I've got that I can use to my advantage. I don't know. We're going to have to think about how we want to actually distribute all of our forces. But this is huge. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, then I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.
All right, let's go ahead and do it.